We're not afraid to tackle the big stories in the way of, say, news that's out there. I'm Kerry Hines. It's more about how we go about what we talk about as it relates to the news that affects our culture. Everybody can turn on the TV and watch so many things that kind of unnerve us as a community, where we wish we were in those newsrooms and those directors' offices, explaining to them that coverage for us takes on a cultural meaning as well. And with almost everything that we do, that's relevant. And we cannot just turn a blind eye to those things. And so for me and what we tend to do here at Hair Radio, we talk about those stories. We talk about those big stories. We tackle them. We tackle them in our community and in our way. I remember it was back with the big water issue, I believe it was like 2014, in Ferguson. We assembled a panel. We talked about the hair and beauty folks as well throughout every aspect of Hair Radio. But it's so critical to talk about the things in our way that we want to talk about. When I turn on the TV quite often, it doesn't even mention, they don't even show anybody of color hardly, and certainly not from very rarely a male. It's just that there's so much more that we can do in a positive way for everybody's sake. And some of those other big news stories, I remember when we had Trayvon Martin's attorney, Benjamin Crump, who I believe was out of Florida at the time, and also he went on to represent the George Floyd family and so many other families with these alleged, type of things going on in terms of police brutality and etc. So it was amazing to have him on our broadcast, talking, while he was talking about another case at the time. And we had a program called Saturdays at 6 where we'd cover some of the big news stories of the day. And he was grateful to join us and brought with him the family of one of those tragic victims. And I don't think I'll ever forget that. And it didn't stop with having Benjamin Crump right here on the Hair Radio Morning Show network and show and all this other wonderful good stuff. But also Lisa Bloom, TV's top attorney, I say. She was just fantastic. She's been with us a couple of times, maybe a few times, from Court TV. You guys know her. She tells it like it is, I have to say. I absolutely enjoy getting a chance just to chat with Lisa. Sometimes we have a lighter moment in addition to all the heaviness that we're talking about. But just it means so much. Whether, I remember when she was kind of attending the Ghislaine Maxwell case in New York, and she took time out of that, ran out of the courtroom to chat with us and the fans of the Hair Radio Morning Show, and then went back on into the courtroom and continued. I remember when she brought several members that she was representing who were injured at the Black Lives Matter movement at that time. So she just really... She comes here, she delivers. She is a person of the people, for all people. And we just appreciate her. I certainly appreciate her and what she's doing for the people in the community and as well as the greater community. And so really good stuff. And then we've had other big stories. We helped to break the Gorilla Glue story from the perspective of the miracle doctor, Dr. Obeng, who treated Tessica Brown. And we didn't just have him on once and we forget about it, like, the 24-hour news cycle. We brought Dr. Obeng back to the show 1 year later. We don't just do stories and then just toss them away. It tells you so much about the other folks out there who are doing broadcasting news and so forth. We're not just trying to be that kind of a society. We want to be a contributor. We want to stay on top of stories that affect our community. And so we're not afraid to tackle the big stories.